Hi, I'm Alison, editor of Alibaba's newsroom, Alizilla, and today is the main event of Alibaba's 11/11 Global Shopping Festival, the largest of its kind in the world. Around this time, Alibaba deploys a slew of e-commerce tools like live streaming, avatars, and real-time translation features that rock the world of retail. We'll walk you through what's special about this year's festival and what it means for shoppers, brands, and the e-commerce industry at large. Later, we'll talk to JuE Wong, CEO of professional haircare line Olaplex, fresh from its $1.6 billion New York IPO. She'll share what the China market and 11/11 mean for such a premium brand. Here with me is Monica Suk. Great to have you with me, and love to hear what 11/11 means for you, and please introduce yourself to our audience today.
Sure. I'm Monica. I'm content editor at Alizilla, and this is my second 11/11 at Alibaba. I have to say, I feel like we had much more going on this time than last year. First, the numbers speak for themselves. We were expecting at least 900 million shoppers, a record-breaking 290,000 merchants, and more than 200 luxury and designer brands, including Hermes and Saint Laurent, who were joining for the first time.
The newsroom has been crazy busy, covering all aspects of 11/11, from logistics to luxury. But in that process, we've identified a few key themes. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. This year's 11/11 had a huge emphasis on sustainability and inclusiveness. Sustainability has been a hot topic in retail and fashion industries in recent years, throwing questions like whether shopping and sustainability can go in parallel. And I see so many fashion brands and e-commerce platforms doing their sustainability campaigns, like creating a more eco-friendly label or using less packaging materials for shipping. And for Alibaba, because it is a big ecosystem that takes care of your needs from shopping and payment to delivery, it was able to carry out a more impactful sustainability campaign throughout the shopping festival. For example, B2C marketplaces like Tmall and Taobao, they gave out sustainable product shopping vouchers, which led to around 20,000 shoppers buying green home appliances just during the first 2 hours of pre-sales on October 20. And this is equivalent to saving 300 tons of carbon emissions that would have otherwise come from the manufacturing and use of inefficient devices. And once consumers purchase these eco-friendly appliances, they also earn Alipay Ant Forest point that they can later watch become real trees planted in China's dry regions. And imagine you can see the outcome of your green shopping, and that has a tremendous effect on how people think and approach sustainability. And then on the delivery side, our cloud technology and smart logistics centers used algorithm to calculate the most efficient way to package and deliver. Cainiao also introduced a package recycling across 60,000 post pickup points this time, and 70% of the packages that they handled each year are sent with old shipping boxes recycled at these stations in the previous years.
One thing that's been really notable for me this year has been the number of luxury brands participating. Why do you think that is?
Yes, we had an interview with the head of Tmall Luxury Division, Janet Wang, about a week ago, and she pointed out that the pandemic has brought a significant shift in consumers' shopping habits, as you can imagine. And since consumers can no longer travel overseas, they're looking for different ways to delight themselves and improve their lifestyles with these luxury brands and products. With China is expected to be the world's largest luxury market by 2025, and the trend is likely to continue, of course. And the key is, how are the luxury brands going to bridge the gap between two-dimensional shopping experiences online and more of a personal and customized experience that luxury brands are traditionally known for? We do have a full interview with Janet on this topic on alizilla.com, so you can click the URL in the description to learn more after this session.
Like you said, China has become extremely important for international brands. Besides luxury, what other major e-commerce trends have you noticed?
In the first 5 months of 2021, China imported 6.7 trillion RMB worth of goods, which is an almost 25% year-over-year increase. And these Chinese consumers, especially the Gen Zs and millennials, are looking for high-quality products in categories like luxury, health, and home furnishing. In our interview last week with Tmall Global's chief Anita Liu, she pointed out a very interesting fact, which is good news to smaller and niche brands. She said Tmall Global shifted from offering products from big household names to more of niche brands offering innovative products that really meet consumers' demands in China. And this is because Chinese consumers have changed to look for products that appeal to them, whether it's because they appreciate the brand, product quality, or service, not just a big name for the brand.
Got it, got it. Retailers of all stripes use 11.11 as a way to get closer to the Chinese consumer and test their products. One of the brands that we have that is participating in this year's 11.11 is Olaplex, the haircare line. And I sat down with JuE Wong, the CEO, recently to talk about how the pandemic is impacting haircare and what 11.11 means for such a premium brand.
Let's get right into it.
Yeah. JuE, great to have you with us today to talk about the latest trends in the business of hair. You're very well known in the beauty world after steering Olaplex through its IPO, and before that serving as CEO of Moroccan Oil and Strivectin. Could you say a few words just to introduce yourself to our audience?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. This is definitely a very exciting time for Olaplex. And really, Olaplex, as you can see from our filing for the IPO, we see ourselves as an innovative, science-enabled, technology-driven beauty company. And our goal is to continue to serve up whatever consumers want to address their damaged hair, not by masking it, but by truly giving them a solution in the very first application. So we remain very excited that there's just so much we can do in the space of prestige hair care.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your China business? When you started in China, and how is this market important going forward?
Yes, I mean, first of all, the China market for me personally is a very important market. Having, being Asian myself and really in Singapore, when I was there, China was an emerging dragon. And today, China is on the forefront of everything that is, whether it's digital, whether it's social commerce, whether it's trends. Even see beauty now is a very big piece of the beauty psyche. And I think, what's important for us is we started officially a year ago in China through Tmall Global on 11/11 in 2020. So 11/11 2021 will be our anniversary. So we are super excited. We have seen early signals that the program is doing well, and the reception of the Chinese consumer, for our hair brand is tremendously strong, primarily because I think that both the Chinese and the Asian consumers look at hair care almost like skincare. And I think the skinification of hair will continue to really be showcased in Asia, primarily, and especially in China, where it's such a dominant market when it comes to beauty.
While we're talking, the world's largest shopping festival is in full swing. The offices here are really abuzz with activity. Could you tell me how Olaplex is getting involved with 11/11?
Yes, super excited. Given that it's our first anniversary, we really want to make sure that people continue to be very attracted to the brand for all the right reasons. So we are doing a celebrity collaboration with JuE Wong, as well as doing live streaming with Austin Lee. And we have worked with Austin Lee prior before, and he has done tremendously well. So we believe that our continued collaboration on those fronts to help really drive awareness for Olaplex in China with the 11/11 platform through Tmall Global will be especially relevant.
And this festival just keeps on growing. Do you think it's a bit of it's a really important landmark for retailers in the industry, for the hair care industry? Is it important?
Yeah, I think, anything that can help us message and be able to share with the Chinese consumers what exactly are we serving up is always going to be relevant. And I think especially with this festival, with 11/11, primarily because it was a holiday or a shopping feast created by the Chinese consumers or by, Alibaba through the Tmall global platform. And it's now become a staple. Every year, everyone looks forward to it. We plan, as soon as it is over, we are already planning for the following year. And that's how important the festival is, to so many of us. And for Olaplex, it is no different.
You've mentioned your partnership with Tmall a couple of times now, and it also was in your IPO document, so it seems material. Could you tell me a little bit more about the partnership, what's involved, what are the most powerful tools that you're leveraging?
Yes, so we don't work directly with Tmall, but we work through our distributor, who is a cross-border distributor called Superordinary, and they represent a lot of what we call brands that are familiar with the China market and also familiar with the Tmall global platform. So for us, what is important is that seamless experience that the Chinese consumer has grown to expect. They are very proliferate. They are obviously doing a lot of research, whether it's online, offline, and we want to be sure that when they experience us on Tmall, that experience extends, just not through the screen, but also when they receive their products, how the products, is being used by them through understanding the product, obviously online by researching on us. All this really adds up. And I think Tmall allows us to give that consumer that experience that ordinarily it will be very tough for a US brand that doesn't have a brick and mortar, full brick and mortar presence in the Chinese market.
So how is 11/11 going for you guys?
Well, thank you for that question because, like I say, it's our first year anniversary, and through our distributor, Superordinary, they have already started, as of October the 15th, because smaller brands tend to have, a little bit of a lead. They know they have to, especially for us, but the larger brands are going to have a lot more of that main stage event on the actual day itself. And I've been given early reporting that we are already in multiples over the same time last year. And last year, we were already in a very good place. So I do believe that China is the long game for us. It's not a one-hit wonder. And we are super excited to really bring customers along and have them, be word of mouth as we have been. We are the Instagram's #1 most followed social media brand. And we hope to continue that legacy in China.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate your insights into the world of hair care. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's always exciting to talk about hair.
We still have a few hours left of 11/11, but a key takeaway from our coverage has been these e-commerce trends are durable, and retailers, large and small, are using 11/11 insights to go direct to the consumer, enroll them in membership clubs, and stay with them throughout the year. Like we saw in last year's 11/11, new initiatives like Green Campaign and innovative technologies hint at what's to happen across the Alibaba ecosystem in the coming year and provide a barometer for the e-commerce market. Be sure to check out more news and what we've covered on alizilla.com. Thanks for joining us today, and hope to meet you soon on more live events.